Bam. So once again, my name is Mario Delgadillo. Really appreciate you guys taking the time out this morning to spend some time to learn how to use Facebook properly. You see, there's a couple of different ways that you can go out and build this business. We always start with our warm market, right? People that we know. Usually what we learn though, and maybe some of you guys are experiencing this, especially if you haven't had tremendous success in network marketing, people know you, they love you, and they respect you in your area of expertise, whether that's real estate, whether that's nursing, whether that's whatever job you do, your people know you in that area. They don't know you, love you, and respect you in network marketing. So what I found is that sometimes the people that are closest to you are usually the people that are most difficult to help, recruit, to get people onto your team. So the further out you get away from that warm market, essentially the colder it gets, sometimes it gets easier to go out there and recruit. But what I've learned is that most companies only teach a warm market approach, right? And so one of my mentors in networking once did a training with me, and he drew a small circle on the board, and then he drew a massive circle on the other side. He said, one of these represents your warm market, one of these represents your cold market. Which do you think is which? So we all said, obviously, the small one is your warm market, the large one is your cold market. And he said, okay, so why is it, guys, that 100% of companies tell you to focus on this little market here, right? But there's a 98% failure rate in the network marketing industry. And I was like, wow. He said, so have you guys ever heard somebody say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Well, guys, it's broke. Right? That model of just focusing over and over and over and over again on people who don't want to hear what you have to say is one of the recipes for disaster in the network marketing industry. So with that being said, he said, why not go out and create a cold market approach? But I'm not talking about cold market like some of you guys might have experienced in the past, like walking around the mall. Right? Have you guys ever seen the person that walks up to the mall, walks around at the mall, and they walk up to you and they say, hey, excuse me, sir, you look very sharp. I don't know what that happens. I've never said sharp in my life, but when you get into network marketing, everybody says sharp, right? You look very sharp. If I could show you an opportunity that fits around your busy schedule, right, and it helps you to make a couple extra $1,000 a month, would you be open to hearing what I have to say, right? We're not talking about doing that. We're talking about leveraging social media. And there's two ways to do cold market, okay? One is through organic attraction marketing. I'm going to show you how to do that today. And then two is through actual paid advertising. And I'm going to actually create an option for you guys with that as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So our philosophy, which is what I just covered with you, is that we need to focus not just on warm market, but also once you've got through that warm market, you start to establish a very good cold market approach, okay? So with that being said, warm market, I want you guys to use your 80-20 rule. What does that mean? That means that you want to actually spend 80% of your time in cold market and then 20% with your warm market, okay? Now, when we start, obviously, we're going to go and talk to our top 20, top 30 people that we know, people that are successful, people that are entrepreneurial, people that own their own businesses, people that have been in network marketing. Because would you guys agree that with this particular run that we're in with Viseo, there's no other opportunity like this right now to work with Mr. Dallin Larson himself, to be able to be at the launch team of a company, to be able to have the rev share opportunity. I mean, this is a loaded gun that we have. So we are going to reach out to our small group of people. But I always say you want to contact your board of directors. Typically, I tell people, listen, contact the people that have run with you in the past, people that you know that are always looking to make extra money, and tell them, hey, we're going to go out and do some significant things here with Viseo. And I want to actually position you properly at the top of my organization. That's what I always do. When I come to a new company or I'm getting ready to go on a new run, I call my leaders and they're already ready to go and they know what they're ready to do. Okay. So create a top 25 list, not 100. And I'm not going to continue to ask you to beat up your friends and family over and over. Guess what? I'm going to give you permission to move on. Okay. So here's what happens on Facebook many, many times, guys. You guys really don't understand the power and the actual scalability you have of Facebook, okay? I'm going to talk about that today. So like I said, there's two approaches to cold market. cold market advertising, right? Which is what Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, newspapers, buying lead lists, etc. Right? Many of you guys, okay, come into network marketing with the wrong mindset. Right? You think that because it's $349 to get started, $600 to get started, or even $1,500 to get started, that this is just a part-time little thing on the side. And I'm not talking about time, because I know you guys have full-time jobs and you have things that you need to do to pay the bills and put food on the table. Do not neglect your full-time job. Okay. But at the same time, guys, I want you guys to treat this company with respect. Because guess what? If you actually paid this company respect and really treated it like a business, and I say to you like, hey, pay some money to generate some lead flow and to create some ads, you wouldn't bat an eye. But most people are like, wait a minute, you already want me to buy products every week, every month, and then I've got to do, yeah, that's called the cost of doing business. We want $1 million rewards for minimal effort. Right? And I don't know about you, but I don't know anywhere in the world where you can actually get those type of things to line up. Give me the most while I give you the least, right? That's just not how this works. So if you're not in a place where you can't do any advertising, no problem, but we have something that we're going to bring up for you guys in a little while. So attraction marketing is what we're going to talk about, okay, primarily today. And there's 5 steps that if you guys follow and do appropriately, you will find success. See, but cold market attraction marketing is not short term. I'm talking about helping you guys to build and cultivate a group of individuals that are going to want to come back to you because you've proven yourself to them by using these methods. So step number 1, write these down, okay? First off, before I even get to step number 1, I want you guys to identify how many Facebook friends you have right now. Okay. So if you don't know, write that down and then go find out how many Facebook friends you have. So for those of you guys that are, hopefully you guys are on a laptop. If you're not, if you're on your phone, it might be a little tough, but in the chat, go ahead and chat in how many Facebook friends you have right now. So check it out while I'm explaining step number 1. Go check how many friends you have, because Facebook allows you to have 5,000 friends. Guys, I don't think you realize how many people that really is. 500 friends is insane, okay? So let's see. Elise, 730, okay? So, yeah. Nicole, 440. Rochelle and Andres, 1,500, okay? So, I got my V3 and my V Slim right here, by the way. Dennis, 446. Okay, so check this out. Philosophy on Facebook. Your Facebook page right now, Nelson, 835. I want you to stop thinking about Facebook as a recreational tool. I want you to start thinking about Facebook, EV771, as a business tool. Think about it as an interactive website for you, okay? So what does that mean? A lot of people have this philosophy like, well, I don't want everybody knowing what I'm doing. Why would I want that, right? That's the wrong attitude to have, right? If you start thinking about Facebook as a tool, right? If you start thinking about Facebook as a website that's basically free, that you can control what people see, then you'll have the right mindset. But to go from like Nelson, 835 to 5,000, guys, that's an insane amount of people, right? But here's what happens. Right now, your entire focus for recruiting stems from 440 people, 1,500 people, 446 people. I'm basically telling you, I'm going to teach you how to go get 5,000 people who are watching what you're doing, but your whole recruitment vehicle is focused on 440 people. And guess what? They don't care. I'm here to tell you, they don't care. Call it crabs in a barrel, call it haters, call it whatever you want. Sometimes the people you know, love, and trust closest to you just don't want to see you rise up, okay? JC, 4,600. See? JC's got it, okay? He's got a lot of people. And I promise you, out of the 4,600, he doesn't know them all personally, okay? So with that being said, I'm actually going to share something with you. JC Soriano and his dad, Jesus, came into my network by me using this strategy, okay, a long time ago. And now, okay, what happens is that he and I connected, okay, built up a real relationship that lasted over a year on Facebook, built trust, and when the right opportunity came, I called he and his father, and now they're lighting it up in Chicago. But outside of Facebook, I don't know JC and Jesus, right? At least now I do, but then I didn't. So I'm telling you guys, this works. Yeah, hey, JC said, I used to teach this crazy beast. Yeah, yes, he is not lying, right? So let's get into it, okay? So what I want you to do is this. Find top network marketing leaders in your area and add them. So here's what I'm saying. So in my area, there's a gentleman with a company called ACN. I won't say his name because, you know, this video will go online and I don't want anybody to be offended. So there's a gentleman that's a senior vice president with ACN. Okay. I know him because I was in that company. Now, guys, you're not going to hear, let me tell you right now, you're not going to recruit that gentleman. Okay. It's just not going to happen. So, but what I want you to do, what I would do is I would go and add him on Facebook if I wasn't his friend already. Okay. Now, once you add him, okay, you're not, like I said, you're not going to recruit him, so don't try. Here's the deal, guys. The vast majority of his Facebook friends are networkers because this gentleman has been in the network marketing industry for almost 20 years, okay? For almost 20 years. Now, so along the way, people have joined his team and quit. People have joined his team and quit. People have joined the company and quit. But so these people are people that at least understand network marketing. Would you agree? Okay. Now, here's the deal. Most network marketers are not successful and they're not making money. You're like, wait a minute, what? Why did I even join this thing? Well, you joined Viseo because we have a loaded gun. Because you're at the top of the company, you're working with Dallin Larson, you're launching a CBD product, right? You have rev share, the list goes on and on and on, the farm bill, all the other stuff. Okay? That's what I told all of you that personally recruited by me. You have to be in a position to win for network marketing to work with you, and that's the position you're in. But guess what? 98% of people in network marketing are not successful. See, here's the deal, though. They do, though, have the right mindset. They do, though, have the right attitude. They do, though, are open and willing to converse with people. How many of you have posted something on your Facebook that's entrepreneurial and nobody out of your current friends list likes it or comments? That's the litmus test, guys. That means that the people that you're currently in your Facebook group or your Facebook network, they don't care, okay? So here's the deal. Stop focusing on them. Leave them alone. This entire Facebook strategy is built around you leaving these people alone, okay? You don't want to be a spammer, right? You don't want, yeah, they're wasting our time. Yes, you don't want to be a spammer. Okay, so step number one, find a top networker and add him. Now, step number two is go to that top networker's friends and start adding their friends. Okay, so what? Here's the deal: don't judge. Don't look at somebody because you don't know them and say, "Oh, they're not successful." Okay, so add people who have mutual friends. The more you do this, you're going to start seeing that you have more and more mutual friends. So it's kind of like that, you know, that 7 degrees of separation thing. So the more that you're adding networkers, the more networkers are going to start showing up in your natural realm. And so it's going to start being easier for you to identify who are networkers, who are real estate professionals. And it's funny because you'll start to get caught in like little algorithms. So for instance, if I'm adding a bunch of people from Primerica, I'll start seeing these things. You know, it says people you may know. Those people are going to be all from Primerica. And I've seen it because I've actively done this myself. And then somehow or another, I get with another company that's like, let's say it's Amway. And I'm adding recently adding a bunch of people that are in Amway, right? Then what happens is I'll start seeing people show up, people you may know, and you can see that they're all Amway people. So literally start at the letter A and work your way down through their friends list, okay? This will take a long time. I promise you this. You're going to be adding, and you're going to be like, man, I'm probably at 5,000 already. And you're going to look, and you probably added like 100 people. Okay. It's going to take a long time, but it's one of those things that you have to do to be able to build a new friends list, right? But think about it, guys. What you're doing, okay, is you're actually picking who you want to start seeing your stuff. See, if any of you guys have been in sales for any given time or any length of time, you understand that lead lists are everything, right? So if you're in sales, any recommendations on how often or how long you should be doing this each day? Well, definitely this is something that is long-term, okay? So we're not going to necessarily see fruit from this right away. Maybe we will, but this is a long-term project for you. So don't spend hours adding people all day instead of calling people and talking to warm market people that you might know about the opportunity. Okay, so just you have to discern how to do that right. Okay, so maybe an hour and a half a day in the morning or in the evening before you go to bed, or maybe even if it's a certain amount, right? So you just use your own discernment. Okay, but think about this. If you've been in sales, you understand that it's very important for you guys to have leads, okay? Now, I knew when I used to work at the University of Phoenix that there was a specific type of student that I did really well with. I don't know why, but the conversions told me so, okay? So here's the deal. I knew, I don't know why, I converted really high with African-American women that were above 40 years old. I don't know why, right? When I went back and I looked at all of my starts, the people that started, that's what the conversions told me. So knowing that, if I wanted to be smart going forward, wouldn't you think that I would try to find people that fit in that category? Because that's what my conversion told me. So here's what I'm telling you. You're having an opportunity to hand select people that may convert higher because they have the right mindset, they understand network marketing, they're outgoing, they're excited, but they're just not getting paid, right? So we're creating our own lead database of people that we want in our network, right? How many of you guys have ever posted something that's network marketing related, and then you have that one cousin who's just a jerk that says stuff like, ha, 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 network marketing, it's one of those pyramid, blah, blah, blah. And he hates his job. He's broke, right? And he sits at home all day, right? Why do you want to interact with those people, right? Still love him. He's still your cousin. He's still family, but just leave him alone, right? So what I'm trying to do is help you guys see the bigger picture here, okay? So step 3, this is the key. So when you get a friend, like let's say I send you a request and you accept it, okay, what's the first thing that happens? Immediately, Facebook sends you a direct message to your messenger that says, congratulations, you're now friends with Tanya, right? This is what you do. Once they have accepted your request, send them a direct message. Thanks for the ad. Looking forward to networking with you in the future. God bless. So this is the key. This is the secret sauce. Couple of reasons why, okay? Number 1, do not recruit them. I'm going to say it again. Do not recruit them. If I just accepted you as a friend and the first thing I get is a video from Viseo, I will unfriend you, okay? Because I'm like, oh, spam. Who watches commercials? You're a commercial, done. Don't do it, okay? But guess what? They will try to attempt to recruit you. You know, I was talking to, who was I talking to yesterday? I was talking to one of our people on the team, and I was telling, Nicole. I was telling Nicole, if any of you guys have been like in the dating scene for any, you know, whether you've been out of the dating scene or not, there's a term nowadays that people say, and it's called thirsty, right? And they say, hey, if you're dating or you go to a bar or somewhere and you see someone that is thirsty, what does that mean? That means that they're the guy or the gal that's like this. They're chasing everybody around the bar. They're trying to hit on everybody. That's what thirsty network marketers do. They try to hit on everybody, meaning they try to pitch everybody, right? So if you know, someone knows that you're a networker and they say, hey, you know, thanks for the ad, looking forward to networking with you in the future, and you don't try to pitch them, that says a little bit about you. But if they try to recruit you, it says a lot about them, okay? So they will attempt to recruit you. What I always say is act as if. Act as if You don't need them to join the team. Act as if you already are Ricky and Francoise Untenmeyer and you made $1 million last month, because that's where the attraction comes in. You will get people say, hey, thanks. So if they ask, say, so what do you do? This is what I say. Hey, I do a little bit of online marketing and e-commerce, and then shift it, right? So you say what you say, do a little bit of online marketing, have some online businesses, and then shift it. What do? What about you? Just make it about them. Do not get a this thing, my thing going on, right? Because here's where you know somebody is a rookie. When they go all the way down and they say things like, well, how about we meet for coffee and I'll show you mine and you show me yours. I don't do that stuff. Why? That's a waste of time, okay? So do not recruit them. But here's why this is so important, because there are things called algorithms on Facebook. Essentially, some of you guys don't know this, okay? But you guys have people in your network on that 440, the 780 that never see your stuff, and you never see their stuff. Because if you're not actively engaging with them on Facebook, Facebook just won't show you their stuff. This has happened to me before. I've been on Facebook, and we went to a birthday party, and I saw one of my cousins. I was like, hey, bro, what's up, man? How you been? Oh, we kind of hit it off. And then on the way home, I'm like, man, this guy's never on Facebook. I never see him. Then I pulled him up. I dialed in his name and hit search. He's still my friend, and he does a lot of stuff on Facebook. But because he and I don't interact in Facebook, I never see it. But on the flip side, he never sees my stuff either. So some of you guys might be like, nobody ever likes my stuff. It's because you don't interact with them, right? And so when you go in through Facebook Messenger and you have a two-way conversation with them, okay, it registers that you guys are friends. So these people that you're adding, the right people with the right mindset, right, okay, what they do is they actually start to see your stuff, okay? So this is very, very key. Use this as a learning opportunity. Examine the interaction, okay? So step 4, engage in their content. So like and comment on their posts as much as possible. So people that you want to see their stuff, be active with them. Because not only will you see their stuff, they'll see your stuff. Excuse me. Share their content. So if they post something, right, remember, they're going to be a lot of networkers. They're going to be people who own businesses. Like I know people that have started doing business with me, down the road, but for 6-7 months, all I did was saw them promote their traditional plan A business, which was real estate or insurance, right? And so one of my buddies, or one of the people that I did in this cycle, he put a post up like, hey, if anybody's interested in cleaning your credit, I'm running a deal, blah, blah, blah. I would share it because I want him to be like, yo, and then they send me a message, hey man, thanks bro, good luck. Respect, right? Building real relationships. But when the timing is right, that person has a good taste in their mouth about me, as opposed to, right, your haterish cousin who always gives you, crap about what you're doing, okay? So definitely engage, right? Engage with them. So be real, be encouraging, be exciting, okay? Don't be fake, right? What do I mean by that? Don't post something on there, okay, that is fake. How many of you guys have Instagram and you see those bots, right? I remember, true story, 3 years ago, I posted a photo of my brother-in-law who passed away, right? And this person puts a comment like, so cool. And I was like, what's cool about that? He passed away, right? But I realized that it was either a bot, but people do that on Facebook. They're just saying something for the sake of saying something. It doesn't even make sense. Now you make yourself look stupid, right? Now you make yourself look fake. Don't be fake. Start building real relations. Respect their hustle, okay? And number 5, provide value on your Facebook feed. Now, this is key. You've got to give 8 times before you can ask once, okay? So what does that mean? You've got to now posture yourself, okay? Put yourself in a position where you are respected for your knowledge in CBD, with our products, right? With a good, healthy lifestyle, with entrepreneurism, with business, with leadership, with coaching, right? See, because one of the things that I've done very well, right? News articles, blogs. See, I have this, I've done this training before, and these are other businesses that I have: trading, e-commerce, marketing, advertising, cryptocurrency, right? CBD, all the different things. Check in, okay? So what you're doing is, this part here is you're basically creating what you want people to see, right? And now I know a lot of people are like, see, that's why I hate social media. Everybody's fake. It's not about being fake. It's about creating a lifestyle, because we are using this as a tool for attraction. So let's say you're at, a coffee shop and you're meeting with let's say you're meeting with me, okay? We're having a cup of coffee. Check in at Starbucks and say masterminding session. Awesome to have a mentor in business. That's it. Did I say hashtag Viseo? Did I say, CBD, this, or try my product? No. The one thing that you want to do is brand yourself, okay? And this is maybe something that other people might not agree with, but it's something that I've made an incredible amount of money with. Can we do a similar approach on LinkedIn? Yes, absolutely, okay? So brand yourself, okay? I don't believe in branding a company. I don't believe in branding even a product, maybe an industry like CBD. And the reason is, okay, is because a couple of reasons, okay? Number one is that people are naturally going to try to not talk to you. So if I put up Viseo, okay, they're going to Google Viseo. And at first glance, without digging in the weeds, it just looks like another solid product network marketing company. So it's not going to stir anybody to want to talk to you. So what's going to happen is they're going to go and Google it and be like, I'm not interested, right? So you have to keep them guessing. I can't tell you how many times I've met with somebody for coffee and they say, so, man, I appreciate you, meeting with me. And they're like, dude, like, so what do you do? Like, I don't even know what you do. My husband and I always look at your Facebook and we're like, what does this guy do? I don't know. He's posting stuff about Amazon and CBD and entrepreneurism, and he's always at the gym and he's golfing. Like, how do you make money? And I'm thinking, perfect. Because why? Because now you're coming to me. You're asking me and you want to engage, because guys, curiosity killed the cat. That's the way it is. So the second you give away curiosity, the second you give away your leverage, okay? So tag people that you're meeting with. See, because people don't know you in networking. People don't trust you in networking. People don't know your success because you don't have any yet. So if you're meeting with me, tag me, okay? Because then people are nosy. They're going to click on there. Who's this guy? Bam. And then they're going to go to my page. And then they're going to see my content. They're going to see videos. They're going to see e-commerce coaching. They're going to see all the things that I do. And they're going to be like, wow, hey, Jackie's actually doing some work, man. She's working with like a legit business coach. That's cool, right? So it's about building that curiosity. What you're doing by providing value, here's the thing. Remember, this strategy wasn't built for the people that you currently know. It's built for the new people that you're bringing on. So what you're doing is you're creating this posture about yourself where you become respected. Because if you're constantly presenting yourself as an educator, right, as an expert in CBD, people are that's all they're going to know you for, because you're brand new to them. They don't know you, right? And so this is key, because when okay, let's say I use JC. I added JC. Him and I interacted. We went through this whole cycle together. And him and I could honestly tell you, over the last 2 years, literally would show each other love all the time, right? So let's say in this experience, he's now developed a respect for what I've done just through our interactions. And then I start providing tons of value on CBD. Now, just naturally, people don't like to be pitched by people they know. So let's say somebody in Chicago comes to JC and starts talking about CBD and whoop-de-whoop, and he's like, yeah, that's cool, not in it, bro, I'm good. Then he goes back to Facebook and he sees that I just posted about CBD. He's more likely to ask me a question about CBD than his cousin. Do you guys understand that? That's huge. See, and that's why creating yourself and posturing yourself as an expert is key to winning with this particular strategy, because people are going to come to you because they go out there and they trust what you're putting out there because it's quality. Okay, so this is a huge deal. Yes, take selfies because people need to know and they need to identify with you, and do Facebook Lives. Okay, here's the deal. Facebook Live is better than posting a video. See, because what happens is you've got to give 8 times. So you've got to be posting multiple times a day, right? Not only to stay at the top of their friends list or their feed, right? But also to posture yourself as somebody who gives value. So it's not just about, posting like, hey, got my V3 this morning. It's awesome. That's not what we want, okay? Because you're a billboard, right? Now you're a commercial, okay? What you want to do is you want to provide value. Hey, what are some of the things that you guys do to get an energy boost? What I've found that there's some really good natural ways to do it, and here's an article that I learned. Maybe it's an article about one of the active ingredients in V3, right? And then you start seeing people post. You will get those thirsty networkers that'll come on there and say, here's my link, buy my stuff. Just laugh at them, like it, that's that, okay? People are going to pitch on your post. They pitch on my posts all the time because they know I have a lot of engagement, right? But you got to get out there. You've got to provide value. This is a marketing plan to the new people that you're bringing on, okay? And so post at least twice a day. So if you've done this correctly, here's what happened, okay? Number one, this process will take time. It's sowing seeds. New friends, you'll have a ton of new friends. They're cold market. They will see you as an expert. They will see you as successful. They will look to you for these answers, and they will seek you out for questions and advice, and they will inquire of you what you do if you do it, okay? They will recruit themselves. Guys, this has happened. I brought in 2 guys last night that I don't even know before, and they pretty much recruited themselves. Like, hey, man, I need to get on with you. Like, what are you doing? I need to change. Cool. Because of the sowing of the seeds that I've been doing for the last 2 years, right? So here's what happens if you do this properly with your old friends, which is your current warm market Facebook friends. They'll start getting interested. Well, some of them. They'll start getting nosy, all of them, okay? They will start to watch, right? And wonder why you're not recruiting them anymore. Right? They're like, dude, Mario's killing it. He checked in Vegas. He was just with this guy named Ricky, and they did a Facebook Live, and they're talking about CBD. Why hasn't he asked me? Right? Why? People don't like to be left out. So that's the thing, is networking is so much about psychology, guys. Psychology tells, like, for some reason, people don't want to help people that are close to them, right? Haters. But then at the same time, they don't want to get left out. So then they start getting nosy. They'll start liking and commenting. Not all of them, okay? And a very, 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 very small few will recruit themselves, okay? So with that being said, guys, that's what I've got for you this morning. I'm going to stop the recording, but then after that, I'm going to open it up for some questions. Not too long. I've got about 5 more minutes for questions, and we got to get running. But let me stop the recording real quick.